So we begin with the first slide. Hello to everybody. Welcome to the briefing of the World Mountain and Trail Running Championships 2023 in Innsbruck, Stubai. We want to give you a short overview about the championship. So the location. Innsbruck, Stubai is located in Austria. Austria is in the middle of Europe and directly in the heart of the Alps. We have an excellent accessibility via at the international railway station, and we have a regional airport in Innsbruck with many direct flights, but we have also connections to the airport hub in Frankfurt and in Vienna, so you can go to Innsbruck with from everywhere with one stop, or you fly to the airports in Munich or Zurich. They are all nearby, so there are many possibilities to come to Innsbruck.
Yeah, from Munich is particularly convenient. You hop on a train at the airport in Munich, get to Innsbruck downtown.
Yeah. So we have two race venues in Innsbruck and in Stubai, and they are close to each other. So with the car, you are only in 30 minutes from one venue in the other. Maybe with more speed you can go faster, but not tell it to the police. So. First of all, I want to ask Roland, introduce Roland to tell us about the venue in Stubai.
Yeah, Alex, thank you. In the name of the Tourism Association Stubai Tirol, we, that's David Wallner and Andreas Stern, please stand up. Me as CEO of the Tourism Board Stubai Tirol, we would like to say thank you for the invitation and the chance to present our championships in 2023 in our destinations in Stubai Tirol. It's a big honor for us to host the second World Championships, and first we would like also to congratulate to Chiang Mai for hosting the first championships here in this destination. It was a big pleasure for us and an honor to be here. I also would like to mention some things about Stubai. Like Alex has already told, Stubai is located in Europe, it's in Austria, and then it is located in the heart of the Alps in Tyrol. Stubai and Innsbruck is rather close to each other. The distance between these two destinations, it's by car around 20 minutes. I would like to mention some things about Stubai. Stubai is well known for tourism all around the year, for winter tourism and also for summer tourism. Our flagship, maybe known by a lot of people of you, is the Stubai Glacier, where you can ski from September until June. So already the skiing season has started in our region, and we are very happy about this. The Stubai Tal, in Stubai you can find 109 peaks. They are located, or they are above 3,000 meters, and you can find there more than 80 glaciers. So this is really something special. We are proud to offer you the full service of tourism facilities in our destinations with modern cable cars, that's normal for us, with accommodation, and last but not least, we have outstanding trails to organize the World Championships 2023, or to host the World Championships 2023. Now I would like to say thank you for having the chance to talk to you, and thank you for being here. And we look forward to your questions, and we look forward to see you in 2023 in our destination. Thank you very much.
Julia, please introduce us to Union Innsbruck.
Hello everybody, my name is Julia. I work for the Innsbruck Tourism Board. I am the event project manager. It's a great pleasure for me as well to be here with you guys, and I have experienced an amazing race, so I think Amazing Thailand has done a really good job. I hope you guys also enjoyed being here and had successful first races, and I'm now seeing so many countries of Europe actually, but I wanted to give a question to the audience. Who hasn't been to Innsbruck yet? Hands up, please. So I see some from Canada there. All right, in the back row. Okay, so I'll give you just a quick overview about our city. They already mentioned we're in the center of the Alps and easy accessible. Austria is a very safe country. Innsbruck is a clean and safe city. It's very young. We have about 150,000 inhabitants and a big university, well, several universities. So there is a really young, vibrant vibe. And we're surrounded by the mountains, so really you have a great opportunity to go up in the mountains, run around. And if you want to take your family and friends with you, there's lots of options for you to do. So for example, which is really interesting for people from abroad, we have the Swarovski Crystal Worlds just nearby Innsbruck. And of course cable cars that you can experience. Amazing food. We are neighbors to Italy, who have also a very good cuisine. And well, yeah, we have hotels that vary from 2 to 3 star hotels, but also have a good quality of hotels that are available for you. We will have a focus on having a sustainable event as well, so you will experience that we try to minimize the use of waste and plastic and so ever, but probably you are familiar with the standards that we have in Europe already. Well, if you have any further questions, please feel free to get in touch with the LOC, with us, with the tourism boards, and yeah, we'll have now starting the winter season in Austria, and we hope that the season will be soon, so you guys can come and start to run and train and get experienced on our mountains. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. So, let me tell you a little bit about the timetable in Innsbruck. Beforehand, we have a public race called Innsbruck Alpine. It's on the weekend before the championship is in Innsbruck. So it will happen on 1st to the 4th of July. So we will run a high percentage of the championship routes at the Innsbruck Alpine, and afterwards we want to begin the championships with the opening ceremony on 6th of June. The first competition will be on 7th of June. It's the vertical in the Stubai, and afterwards on the 8th of June we have the trail short. There's only one competition each day, and on the next day we have the trail long on the 9th of June.
Will you share these slides?
Yes. What? Yeah. Sorry? Share the slides. Yeah.
No, besides this, it's all in the early general information sheet that you all have received. Know that and it's online on the website of the event. Also know that the 10th of June is Saturday, so the event is finishing on a Saturday.
Yeah, all the information is on the early general information sheet on the website, so you can read all things afterwards. But so let me tell you, the Mountain Classic is on the 10th of June, and there will be the junior and the senior competition. And afterwards, on the 10th of June, the closing ceremony. So have a quick look to the courses. The first competition is in Neustift. It's the vertical in Stubai. So we have the first world champion in the Stubai. The vertical has a length of 7.3 and the altitude uphill of 1020 meters. The vertical track is quite narrow and technically demanding, and a kilometer the final kilometer to the Alpha Hut leads over an extremely steep slope, and this becomes breathtaking as exhausting for the runners, but they are cheered on by the spectators along the route. So you see, maybe you see there is a cable car to the mountain station. The mountain station is directly below the finish area, so you have a great accessibility to the route.
You start here in the valley and make a loop in the city center and
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see you, Helmut.
Okay, sorry. The start area is on a level of 990 meters above sea level, and the finish is on 2,100 meters. You start here in this, and then you make a little loop in this small city, and then you go up all the way, and it's steep here all the time, and then you have about 1.5 kilometer flat or not steep, and you come here to the cable car mountain station, and then you go here on the ski loop, the last part, very steep, and the cable car is starting here, and we can use them to go up and down.
So, thank you, Helmut. Yeah, on the next day, on the 8th of June, there will be the trail short. The trail short is the shortest connection between Innsbruck and Stubai over the mountains, so it's called trail short. The length of the trail short is 44.6 kilometers, and the altitude uphill is 3.32 meters. The altitude download is 2719 because Neustift is from the sea level higher than Innsbruck. Yeah, the trail short, it covers all requirements for a fast, technical, challenging course. It's also for the spectators easily accessible. We have 2 cable cars on the course, so your friends and you can see the competition on the mountain. So on the 9th of June, on the next day, we have the trail long. We changed the direction. Now we go from Neustift to Innsbruck, and also we start in Neustift, and we took a small round, and then we go over the mountains to Innsbruck. The length of the trail long is 85.6 kilometers, and the altitude uphill is 5554 meters, and the altitude downhill is 5966, because Innsbruck is from the sea level lower than Neustift. Yeah, the route is characterized by steep and technically demanding uphills and downhills, which is common for the Alpine region. The only few less demanding and fast sections are in the highest section. Yeah, it's a really beautiful track. So it's also easily accessible on several spots for the spectators, and they reach almost every section of the route. So on the last day we have the Mountain Classic route. It's the uphill in Innsbruck. It's located in Innsbruck. To the Höll, it's called to the Höll. So the juniors have one loop. The loop is 6.7 kilometers and has an altitude of 374 meters. And the seniors will do a second loop with a length of 7 kilometers and 377 meters. The course is breathtaking and provides the perfect backdrop for the athletes and the spectators. In the city of Innsbruck, we built an artificial trail. Therefore, we will get a great atmosphere for the spectators, but for the runners too. We think there are a lot of people who are spectate or visit this competition, and they will all have, so we think, a goosebump feeling. We hope so. So, yeah, this information we said before is all on our website. You see it on the screen, and I did also a screenshot for you, and you see there is the early general information sheet, because there are some changes in December, we think, but there are many information inside the general information sheet, all about your travel to Innsbruck, all about the courses, and so on and so on. Have a look at this. It's really, really good. And we are also on social media, so follow us. And in this case, thank you for the attention, and we are open for your questions.
Floor is open. Who goes first? You break the ice. Franz.
I am the head of the French delegation. I have a question about the deadline. For us, for the tribe, there is no problem. The deadline is okay. We have a problem for the deadline for the mountain races. Our national championship is 1 week after your deadline. Is it possible to postpone our deadline for 8 days?
Excuse me, the British have the same problem.
Yes.
Our trials are the 5th, 6th of May.
Let's get this down to my height. Right, this is one of the benefits of having this Q&A here today, because you've had an early general information sheet. What we want to do is to pick up some of these points, so that when we do the final general information sheet, and when we put out the entries, we can then adapt according to when people have got some issues or not around the final entry dates. What we like to point out, remember, is that the preliminary entry forms only require the numbers that you're going to be putting in per country, and the final entry forms are the one with the dates. We hear you when you say that you've got your selection races closer to the event, and we may be able to change. We will work with Alexander and his team about changing the dates, looking at the dates of the final entry form. That's exactly why we're all here today, is to be able to hear where you've got problems and what else you would like to know, to have in the general information sheet when the next one will come out in December with the preliminary and the final entry forms. I hope that helps.
Other questions?
Jose from Portugal, and Intra.
I gave a quick read to the document. So it seems that we are going back to the old system of the LOC giving a grant equivalent to accommodation for 4 instead of the system we've used this year.
There is a quota system, so that every athlete in a team, so that is 3 athletes per team that are entered, will get accommodation for a certain number of nights, and a certain number of officials, according to the numbers of teams, will also get nights. And that's where the difference lies. You have to pay for, out of what are called out-of-quota athletes. Out-of-quota athletes are the numbers of athletes that you still have beyond 3 to fill up the team. Does that make sense, does it?
Yeah, thanks, Hilary. My interpretation is that the quota was 4, total of 4. Am I wrong?
You're allowed to enter 4, but my quick read of the contract is that it's 3 plus an official or 2. So you probably had ignored the fact that a couple of officials would also be paid for.
Mauritius.
Another item on cost was, between the 2 sites, will there be free transport provided? And on the telepheric from the bottom to the top, with officials for supporters, will there be free transport up and down?
Alexander.
The transportation between the venues will be for free, and we have, I think, a good timetable and for accredited people, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Has there been a decision on total prize money available or on offer for athletes yet?
Prize money is the same as it is here.
While you think of possible other questions, I have a question for Julia and Roland. If you can talk about briefly about the weather conditions in Stubai and Innsbruck for the next months at both valley level and a bit further up, in case team wants to organize set visits, camps, and the like.
Sure. Innsbruck is in the Alps, so in the northern hemisphere. So like yesterday, we received the first snow, which went down to approximately 1,600. No, was it higher? 6,500 meters. We expect a lot of snow to come as in every year, but with the climate changing, we cannot predict how hard the winter will be and how long we will have snow down until about 1,500 meters. So there is a chance that we still have snow to the level of about 2,000 meters until May. And maybe also for the races, there's a chance that on the shady sides of the mountain that there are still some ice in snowfields. With regards to the races, we try, of course, our best to make the races safe, but I don't think avalanches will be an issue in June. And until then, we need to see how this winter will be like.
Yeah, I also would like to mention that normally in June we have rather stable weather conditions, and this was also the reason why we have chosen this month for the second World Championship to host that, and normally we have good conditions, but like Julia has already mentioned, we have also climate change in our area, and therefore we don't know, and it's an outdoor sport and we look forward to it, and it's no problem. Maybe someday there's rain or there's a bit of snow, and we manage it. We are keen on these things.
So please be prepared that the temperatures during the day in June can be at 15 to 25 degrees. Sometimes they can be at the 30 degrees Celsius. But on the mountains it can be also still minus.
So would you say that May would be a good month to go there with the team, and will the tracks be available for the team to train on the course?
Yeah, I think in Innsbruck everything should be possible. In Stubai for sure too, I think so. This is normal. This was normal within the last years. It depends always on the snow, but normally you can train there also in May. So this should be possible, but it depends always on the weather conditions. And the best thing is you can always contact us. Don't hesitate to contact the tourism board in Stubai, and then we can give you, especially with our experts, with Andreas and with David, you the correct information. They are all the day, they are on the tracks, and so they really know how the conditions are at the moment, and then we can give you a brief information about this.
And the tracks will be available.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, we put the tracks, the GPX tracks on the homepage, the website, I think in the next few weeks. So, yeah, you can.
And just to add one thing, we're also planning together with the partners to organize a little, maybe not so little, really, a trail running conference and join you at the expo, so as to have 4 days of championships preceded by a couple of days of clinics, maybe even a coaches conference, something like that, just to fill out the program with content that is relevant to us, to us. Make sure to plan for a bit longer. Any final questions before we all go have some well-deserved beer? Well, some have deserved it more than others. Okay, thank you for your time. Before you leave, I need to speak with Team Japan and Team Chile, so if you could just stay in the room for a little while. Thank you.